Alright guys, so we're out running around. Just stopped at the squirrel. Just stopped at the shop where I got the 2011 at, getting the catalytic converters put on it and getting the front bumper replaced. That should be done today. And yeah, now I'm on my way out to Blue Beacon. I'm gonna get the van washed. I'm gonna take it out to Ford. Well, actually, I gotta go to Discount Tire first. I feel like I got some tread issues on these. I don't know if they're just manufactured this way. You know, that's one of the deals about being off all that time. You know, that whole COVID time for that 3-4 months. You get back in the van and you don't remember exactly what noise is supposed to be there, what noise isn't supposed to be there. Because that's one of the things about taking care of your vehicle, is knowing all the ins and outs of it. So I know these tires always had a lot of road noise, but I don't remember if it was as loud as it is. And as I said, I was looking at the tread and just kind of, I don't know, not sure if it's supposed to be that way or not. So I'm gonna take it out Discount Tire. It's time for a rotate anyhow, get them to check it out, and then after that, then I'll go to Ford. So that's the plan for the day so far. I just got home yesterday evening. Alright guys, just got the 2011 picked up. It's finished. Took the van for a wash today, this one, but it rained. And I went out to Discount Tire, got the tires rotated. Yeah, it's been a somewhat productive day. Still got some things I got to take care of. The plan is to get a few little minor things done to the 11 tomorrow. Worst case scenario, it'll be ready to be back on the road Monday. Driver is ready. Just gotta, as I said, tidy up a few little odds and ends with it. My plan, dropping the van off this weekend at Ford. I was trying to get a loaner from Ford to use to work in. I was gonna do work through the load board, but they don't have a loaner van. Since they don't have a loaner van, I looked into leasing a van for a couple of weeks, which would have been profitable if everything would have went at the normal numbers. They wanted basically come down to 2 weeks for 4,000 miles worth of driving. It would have been roughly $1,200. What it is each week you get 1,000 miles free, and then 20 cents per mile after that. $3.75 weekly charge. So as I said, with estimating 4,000 miles, the rental and everything, weekly, like I said, $1,200. Which, as I said, you can profit off of that. That would have been a worst case scenario. I'd have done that, and I probably could have negotiated a lot better rate on the per mile. And I say that because a few years back, handful of years back, I was looking into the leasing a van option at one point, and I remember I had them down to 8 cents a mile before. But again, that would have been a long-term rental, so not 100% sure could have got them to come down on such a short-term lease, but I believe they would have. I believe they would have budged. You know, I had called one rental place first, and then called the other, and the other one gave me a price of like $2,300. I was like, hey, I called this other one, and they gave me a price of $1,250. And they're like, well, if you send us a copy of their quote, you know, we'll do $1,186. So obviously they got a lot of wiggle room in there if they want to. Now, the one place only had low top vans, whereas the other one had high tops. So I would have went the high top route if I had to. So what I decided on, I have a buddy that had some extra vans sitting around at the moment, and I was going to ask him, but rather than ask a favor of somebody outside of the family, I got in touch with my brother. I asked him if he would mind me using his van while my van is down to run. Obviously, I'll throw him a few bucks for using it. He said that he didn't mind if I used it. Hopefully he doesn't change his mind. But so that's the plan at the moment, is over the weekend I'll go grab his van, get a few things out of this one that I'll need for the week, just little minor things, and then switch it over to his, and I will take this van over to Ford over the weekend, and they'll have it for first thing Monday. Now, what they're telling me right now, more than likely the route we're going is a radiator and fans. The fans tested well and everything. They said that Ford had gotten back to them about my issue and said they had one similar issue before with somebody with a Transit, and they changed the fans first, and the fans reduced the temperature by 8 degrees, and then they ended up changing the radiator, and that reduced it by another 18 degrees. So I'm just trying to see if I can just get them both done at the same time. I don't want to dick around with doing one, go out on the road, I got to come back for another. Just going to change them both and see what happens. I'm waiting to get a quote on that, so I don't have a quote, you know, as far as to give you the price of that right now. And I think they might be gone. Actually, you know what? Hold on, I'm going to call them. Alright, so just got off the phone with them. The quote to do the fan and the radiator out the door, roughly $1,000. So I told them, okay, I have the van there this weekend. The fan, F-A-N, the fan, won't arrive at Ford until it's showing Tuesday. It could arrive sooner, but it's showing Tuesday. They already have the radiator. And so, yeah. So I'm going to do, drop it off there this weekend. I'm going to plan on at least a week down. If I get it sooner than that, great. But I'm planning on at least a week down. Just going to go out, run in my brother's van as much as I can without going too awful far away, and just try to recoup some of what I'm not getting by being out there. That's the plan. You know, I can sit at home and not do shit, and then be in a shit show of a problem in a couple of weeks when the money runs out and everything. But yeah, I'd rather go make some money. How about you? Keys to being a unsuccessful expediter: don't go work. There's step number 1. Don't bother working. Let's hear step 2, 3, and 4 on how to be unsuccessful at expediting.